Welcome to the Maldives. Just give me a second, I'm gonna come back. Okay, the Maldives. Almost there. The Maldives. One more second. Lighting. A little bit better. I don't know, maybe. The Maldives has been, like many people, the top of my bucket list for the longest amount of time. And as you can see, I'm finally here. Now, this is something that I probably could have been able to afford as a teacher in the UK. However, it was even more accessible as a teacher in the UAE, both due to discounts as a UAE resident, and then also cheaper flights coming from the UAE to the Maldives. What I want to do in this video is talk to you about my experience, all the different things that I've been up to, almost like a typical day in the life, while also sharing some of the different bits and pieces through mini vlogs within the video too. So let's start off with the initial journey. The initial journey was pretty straightforward. We flew with an airline we haven't before called Fly Dubai, and it's not quite the luxury of Emirates. It's okay, but because we flew quite late at night, the seats didn't go back as far, and little first world problems, it meant that we turned up to the Maldives a little bit agitated and frustrated. Thankfully, when we got there though, the hotel, the residences in Digora, really took care of us. They had their little desk, and then they took the bags, and from there we didn't see the bags until we actually got to the hotel room that we're in here. They put us in a lounge because we had to do a domestic flight to get here, and the lounge was lovely and gave us a chance to top up on food and drink and stuff, all those different bits and pieces. When we got to Kudu, I think it's called, I probably pronounced that wrong, they put us onto a bus shuttle. So we've done all sorts of different transport. From the bus shuttle, we then went to a boat, and it was a quick 10-minute ride all the way across. It was quite a fun boat ride too. It was quite fast, and we also had a welcome drink on there as well. The exciting experience then happened to go to the pier. On the pier, we were given this necklace and another welcome drink. From there then, we got the opportunity to go to our room. Now, I actually shot a separate video for the room that we are now in. You can see this phenomenal view, and hopefully you'll enjoy this little room tour that I'll share with you now. Maldives room tour. This is by far the most luxurious room that we have ever stayed in. This is my first day, hence this was given to us when we first arrived, and we're gonna go in. This is the bikes that they give you so that you can cycle around the island. There's actually 2 islands, and there's a 1-kilometer bridge so that they connect them. So let's go in. Maldives can rain, hopefully not when we're here, so they give you some umbrellas. And this is exciting. This is not a room, this is like, it's huge. So inside here we've got, this is like the bathroom area, but it's a bit bigger than just a bathroom. We've got a standing bathroom here, and you've got double sink with some toiletries and things that usually end up in bags anyway. So from here, bath, round the corner you've got toilet, normal, and you've got a standing shower here. Through here is an actual second shower. Can we go through this section here, and you have a very lovely outside shower too. So this will be one that I can't wait to use. So then from there we go through here into this section, and then we've got like a little, I don't really know what you call this. This is like a little something. This is where the bags are. This for chilling in, and yeah, safe, always important. Although I've heard Maldives is a very safe country. Now we move through to, by far, my favourite part. You'll see it's a little bit darker in here at the moment, and this will make sense in a second. This is the bed facing out into, you'll see. Over here, you've got a desk with what I can assume is a lovely view. You've got all the different activities for the day here, and some water. Around the corner you've got the TV, but I don't really think TV, you'll see why the TV is not going to be in action very often. This is probably one of my favourite parts as well. This is the minibar. Because this is all inclusive, all of this is included. You've got water inside here, beer, drink, juices, little snacks. Yeah, you've got even an espresso machine, so I can't wait to use that later on. Yeah, all included. Exciting times. That's refilled once a day as well, so yeah, that's gonna get used. From here then, this is by far the best thing ever. At the moment you can see it's quite dark in here, but Wow, this has been on the top of my bucket list, stopping somewhere like this for a long, long time, and I am finally getting a chance to do it. So, got a pool here. This is a sunrise room, so I'll be able to show some footage of what it's like during sunrise. The lounger here to look out to this unbelievable scene, and then yeah, more pool. And down here we go down to the sea, and it just kind of goes on for ages and ages. So this is the room tour. I'm going to probably continue with the rest of the video sharing more about my experience of the Maldives and this phenomenal hotel. The room, as you can see, is absolutely phenomenal. Beyond my wildest dreams, to be completely honest with you. I've really enjoyed staying in this pool, but what I thought I'd do is talk you through a little bit of a day in the life, or what we've been doing as our little routine. So let's start off with the morning. The morning we get up early, 5:45. This is actually a sunrise villa, I suppose you'd call it. So sunrise is about 5:50, 5:55, and we'd come out and watch the sunrise on the pier. It's been absolutely beautiful to see all of the different colours, and it's the calmest time of the day. At that point as well, once we've seen the sunrise, we tend to find that the fish start to come out then too. It's been quite cool to see that the fish almost have their own routines too, and we've seen all sorts of different types of fish. Now, I'm no fish expert, I'm no marine biologist, so we've kind of just called them different family names. So we've got the Smith family. They come out and do their school run as a bit of a family. We also had the opportunity as well, some mornings where there were sharks, black-tip sharks that would swim across, along with some stingrays as well, which has been really cool to see. So then from there, after seeing some of the fish, we would go down to breakfast. Breakfast we would always have in the dining room that is on this side of the island. I'll talk about the other side of the island in a second for lunch. And at that breakfast, it was beautiful. There was all sorts of different things at that breakfast. It was also a beautiful sea view. I really enjoyed the fact that they had pork, sausages and bacon, because that's quite difficult and expensive to get in the UAE. So the fact that that was freely available, fantastic. There was all sorts of fruit, fish, egg stations, fruit juices, coffees, you name it, they pretty much had it. So that was brilliant. From there then we would go and do some snorkeling over by the pier. We've got into this really good routine of having some food and trying not to sink when doing some snorkeling. Let me talk you through snorkeling. I made a little separate mini vlog all about the snorkeling, so let's jump into that now.
Okay, so today is day 2 of trying to dive. We come in the morning, we're thinking that it's going to be better in the morning. Let's currently look at the fish. There are fish. So this is the shallow moment by the pier at the moment. However, the aim is to go by what they call the drop off, which is quite ominous, and to hopefully see some black-tip sharks, maybe some stingrays or turtles. That's hopefully the objective. And the thing is though, today is a little bit choppier. The sun's not out as much, so there is a chance that it'll be a bit more challenging to swim, but we'll see. We've got to get out now because this one reacted really badly and kicked me into the rocks. So then I was bleeding, there were some little sharks about, and yeah, decided blood plus sharks, probably not the best mix, so maybe tomorrow we'll come back.
This is day 3 of trying to find turtles. It is much calmer, and as we were stood on the pier up there, we could see lots of sharks, and apparently another man saw some turtles, so fingers crossed. We did see some turtles on the bridge yesterday, but it would be even better to be able to see them in the water. So time to go and see what we see. that is part 3 of snorkeling in the Maldives completed. Although I didn't see any turtles, I don't think. Claire said she did see one, but we'll have to see what the footage is saying. I did see some stingrays and lots of sharks as well, so that was really cool. Oh my god. So as you can see, snorkeling was fantastic, and after doing some snorkeling, then it was time to come back around 9, half 9 to the pool and this area here, like Claire is doing in the background there. We would chill in the pool and look out to the sea while looking at some of the different fish, and then sometimes too around this time we would also jump into the water. The water around here is really shallow, sort of knee height, so it made for some really easy snorkeling area. I think I saw a shark once along with a few fish, not as many, but there was a few fish, and it was just nice to kind of chill in this water area too. Once we finished chilling in this area with things like coffee from our wonderful minibar, it's still hot thankfully, I've tried filming this video a couple of times. Once we had some coffee and drinks and things like that, we then head over to lunch. We usually have lunch on the other island, which gives us the opportunity to take the bikes out on this lovely bike ride. One of the things I like about this resort is it's this quite natural area where they've got lots of greenery too. There's like a, I don't want to call it a forest, it's like a tropical area, tropical greenery, and then you ride through that all the way over to the bridge. It's a 1 kilometre long bridge, and along there it's absolutely beautiful with really great shallow waters, and that's also where we saw the turtles the one day. We also saw some sharks in that area, and some people also stop off there too, as it's like a really cool beach area as well. So on that side there's 2 different places that we would go for lunch. You've got the one place which is the a la carte restaurant, and that has got lots of really nice adult drinks along with other drinks too, and an amazing menu full of lots of variety. Pork is available, which is fantastic, although you get 3 courses. The other restaurant that we went to was called Hotham. I've probably said that wrong again, but that is by far the poshest restaurant we've been to. Now, we went straight from snorkeling to that one. It was a slightly different day. We went straight from snorkeling to that one, so I had my swimming shorts on, and then Claire had a change of clothes on. I rocked up at this restaurant and we walked in, and we didn't realise how fancy it was. I felt kind of out of place, but it was what it was, and the food was absolutely beautiful. The view was stunning, and it was by far some of the poshest food I've had. I even signed the bill with a feather, which was maybe a bit over the top. And we also like washed our hands at the start with special rose water. So there was all these different things that, yeah, kind of beyond what I was thinking, but yeah, amazing. From there then, we would then sort of cycle around that island and then head back. When we head back, we'd try and head back to the pool to just, as we're doing now, take advantage of this amazing apartment that we've got here and to chill in the water. After we chilled at the pool and got ready for our dinner, we would then go to the sunset. Because we've got a sunrise apartment, we would go and see the sunset by the infinity pool. We preferred that because that way we're not isolated in our room, and we can also enjoy it with an adult drink whilst watching the sunset by the pool. After having a couple of drinks, then we will go to dinner. Dinner we had in 2 different places. We went back to the dining room for an amazing buffet. They'd have lots of different chicken and steak type things to eat. They would also have other things along with sort of an international and another section for the buffet as well. So there was lots of food available there. And then we would also potentially go to Lee Bay, or Long Island, some of the people call it, which was a more fancy restaurant, not to our particular liking. However, it was still great to have that opportunity. As part of the package that we had, we got to go to the 2 restaurants, Hotham and Long Island, at least once. So we took advantage of that too.
Baby shark.
Baby shark, Claire's saying. This is what it's been like. We're just kind of shouting, looking at sharks. And this is by far the most beautiful, luxurious place that I have ever been to. And as I said at the start, this is way at the top of my bucket list, and thankfully everything has been fulfilled. This is my last day, kind of the last couple of hours of being here in the Maldives, and what an experience it has been. We haven't done half of the things that we said we were going to do, such as kayaking and paddle boarding, but we've taken the opportunity to do all of the things that we wouldn't be able to do in Dubai, and we've absolutely loved it. Hopefully you have enjoyed this little video of my travels. It's really exciting because I've actually finally got to make a travel video for the first time in years, literally years. It's been years due to COVID and all those different things that have gone on in the world at the moment. And hopefully over the next few months or so, I'm going to be able to create more travel videos as travel starts to open up more and more. And I'm not as afraid of traveling anymore because things are becoming a lot more flexible. Really exciting opportunities and things ahead. So make sure you stay tuned, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already had a chance to like the video, that's also really appreciated. And hopefully I will see you in the next one. I'm out. That's a good way to end the video! Yeah, now I'm out.